What's up, boys? We're back with some more Halls of Torment. We're going Archer for the percent movement speed on level up, and today we're going to be drinking so much that I can't control my character with this cool new amulet that I found. I'll show that in a second. So every potion or healing magic trigger gives me a permanent 2% movement speed, as well as a 15-second buff for a massive damage and attack speed boost. We've got this ring that will heal me every 30 seconds if I'm damaged, which should count as a healing magic for that as well. We've got a little bit more movement speed scaling here, and then we've got some massive movement speed while moving. I want to eventually turn off my attacks so that I don't have the movement penalty at the top, and to go with that, we've also got the spellcaster gloves for 100% damage when not using the main weapon. And of course, we got my favorite boots, Berserker boots, for movement speed attack speed based on my movement speed, bit of healing and damage here. And then for the weapon, we want arcane splinters, because this one is extremely good at breaking open breakables on the map. So we're going to scale up the stats on that and try to farm an absolutely insane amount of potions. Let's get some pickup range for all of the breakables we'll be breaking a bowling. Then we're going to be trying to get the absolute highest movement speed possible, and hopefully at some point I find some of the rare Berserker Greaves to upgrade those, because they have some pretty cool effects. One of them will give you a massive attack speed boost to your main attack, based on the total distance you've traveled, which won't really fit the build here, but we can get a version that's just an upgraded version of what I have with better scaling. I guess some force here. That increases the piercing of the arrows, and I think the duration of these splinters. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I take damage for the one thing. I should have a tracker for it somewhere over here. That's the ring. So when that's ready, we want to take damage. And then over here, we'll grab some movement speed. Honestly, it's kind of hard to see when that's active, so I should probably just take some damage so that I am always ready for that. And then we can banish this for the archer. There's a movement speed in the middle category and 2 of them in the bottom category. And then we're not really going for the main weapon, so I think everything in the top area will be useless for me here. Not sure. I'll wait a little bit and see if there's anything interesting that I see there. I was mainly just looking up the movement speed traits on the wiki. I didn't really care about the other stuff. Oh, it casts something on the ground and then you get it. Okay. I've actually never used that ring before. And then we'll want to take some more damage. So we're looking for 2 movement speed things here. Let's go ahead and banish that. And then, honestly, maybe I banish HP regen so it's easier to stay damaged for the ring. And then I guess we'll just take health, may as well. See if I can take some damage. The extra regen from it might make it a bit hard to stay damaged here at this point. That's all main weapon stuff. Here's movement speeds, so we can memories that. I guess grab some more pickup. So the archer's movement bonus is actually to the base movement speed, which doesn't work with this version of the Berserker Greaves. I'm just taking it because it's going to be funny. So how's that amulet doing? I guess you have to look at movement speed in here. What is it called? Warrior's Fervor, so we're at 6% from that. So this is the Archer 1.5. And I think I'm actually going to double one of these because there's not a lot of base movement speed. We can banish that. That's the Swordsman area in range. I'm not sure if that's great on Archer, but we can go ahead and grab that. Basically, I'm trying to get real silly and farm a ton of potions. Let's see, what other skills would be good? I guess Radiant Aura would be funny with extremely high attack speed? And that would give me some decent single target since it has very high base damage. I think I'm down to try that. Let's see, big damage for it. We could grab that. Sure. Oops. I'm really not used to the traps. Although, oh, holy magic. Thank you, trap. And then range, that's fantastic for destroying breakables. Eventually, we should be able to get that to off-screen, all of the breakables, and then I'll be able to see like the potions and stuff on the mini-map. So I'll just be able to run around, having that destroy them all, and then hunt them down with the little trackables on the side. We can grab that, we already got the other one. And then I think I have the Archer Tier 5 traits now. And I definitely want one of them for the movement speed. I think the other ones were more main weapon focused, so probably not great for me. Looks like we will eventually have to take something that's not great. I think I am never going to take area range. But we definitely want the movement speed and proficient stance. So I guess that'll help out in the early game at least. Base movement, sure. Then we can grab that again. Oh, we got both of the dedications. So I guess since we're not going main weapon, I actually will use that. I'll use the second one of these on one of the base movement speeds. So we can go like this, and then here. Okay, so my warrior thing, or my healing ring is almost up. There's that tiny little gray area you can barely see on the side over there. And then we can get the other dedication now. And we are already pretty fast with the doubled movements. That's pure melee. Get rid of that. Proficient stance, we have the archer movement. So let's get some more pickup. I guess we probably should have a third skill since we are a full skill build. Transfixion, I think, is pretty solid. That has a nice amount of overall stats. Yep. Effect on hits, we will probably want more damage-based stats like multi-strike and attack speed. Probably just take the weapon proficiency, get that out of the way. Okay, we need to take a bit of damage fairly soon. It's almost back up. Attack speed is fantastic for breaking stuff. Yup. More attack speed. So how's that doing now? That's a lot of different bonuses. 14% on the necklace. And of course we'll have pretty high uptime on the massive damage and attack speed. I guess more base movements. Skeletons, the other warrior's fervor. Don't really care. Let's see what else there is. Nope. Oh, 400% times 0.66 per active ability? Isn't that insane? Jesus, that sounds nuts. Why is it 0.66 though? Couldn't it just say like 233% damage or whatever? Why the weird ratio? Actually, let's try turning off the main attack and seeing how we do now, because that's insane. Let's go multi-strike. So that will massively increase the attack speed with a guiding star, since we'll no longer be attacking. No, that will massively increase the movement speed because we no longer have the minus 30% movement. And then that will give us a little bit of attack speed with that. And then we will have massive damage from that. It might be a little bit hard to break some of the breakables currently. We need to scale up the attack speeds on the splinters still. And I need to take some damage. There's nothing alive right now, so that we're ready whenever the ring's up. Looks like we just missed one there, rip. Multi-strike and area together, that's fantastic. And then we are ready for the evolution on that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I actually need to be a bit better about taking damage on this build, bit weird. Multi-strike is great. Yep. Area, radius, and total stacks. I think we can do better since I want this to be like my big single target hitter. I think there's a big damage buff at tier 3, so we'll wait a bit on that to buff up the transfixion debuffs. More potions for the potion god. Ooh, a healing magic. Yeah, like 600 base damage. I believe the base is like 3,000 on that, so that's like a 20%, and that's the only form of base damage for it as well. It's too bad it doesn't seem like the Holy Aura destroys stuff for us. Apply Fragile and Affliction. Oh, it's an additional attack. Okay, that would be great. But this would help us break stuff. They never stop moving, and they gain damage over time instead of losing it. And then for the second upgrade on that, we have one that causes them to split into a bunch of smaller ones when they fade, which would be fantastic. Movement speed. I think I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Probably more efficient than banning like 4 different categories over there. More pickup. Attack speed and movement. Oh, I actually forgot about looking up a second line for the memories. The only thing I remember is the double movement in the dedication area. So I guess I should probably use that on just some of the arcane splinters to make them even better. So we can go here, and then I like both of these. I should probably look at the tier 6 category, since at 3, 6, and I think 9 or 10 they have some kind of unique stuff. But let's go ahead and grab this at this level. And then here's our other dedication. We have one of those left for the tier 5. Nope. I don't think so. Let's re-roll this. I already have that. Let's see what else there is. Oh, that's the main weapon one. That doesn't really fit the builds, but I do want that for future builds. 66% at 1800 total meters moved. I will definitely return that and do some builds with that. Big damage, yep. Let's go ahead and return that now before I accidentally kill myself with my insane uncontrollable movement speeds. I don't think I've ever seen that effect before. Base on crits. There might be something cooler for that. More movement. The ring's actually doing quite a bit of healing. It's actually kind of hard to stay damaged at some points, which is weird since I have 0 survivability other than that. Might have to use that thing more often. But yeah, we should be collecting potions probably. Attack speed is great. Range is fine. I think I'll grab a bit of range here. And some decent base damage as well. Oh yeah, you can see the potion over somewhere. Isn't that red thing a potion? I don't see anything here. Crit, probably not. I don't understand what that red thing is. Like, there's a potion there. What is that? Multi-strike is good. We can memorize that. Damage. Nah, we have both dedications here. This is already pretty insane, and we can go a lot higher than this still. The tier 5 archer trait gives a bunch of percentage and base movement speed, and we're gonna double that. And we have a lot of time to collect potions still. This build is actually looking very promising. Just need to get my breakable damage up. Damage and attack speed, that's fine. And it's kind of hard to kill bosses when I'm just moving away from them so quickly right now. See if we can get some big holy aura hits on him, maybe. I'm thinking maybe we take a couple more active abilities for those gloves. These are probably not ideal. That's okay. Let's just see if there's a cool ability that I want to add. Fragile and Affliction, that would actually be very nice to have. As well as an extra attack on it. Chance to apply slow. I definitely want the one that increases damage for it based on the number of debuffs. I don't think I care about those two, so I guess we will take this one. What? What is that? Is that like the quest item for the boss? Or is that one of the shards you get for killing them? Base crit is decent. I need to actually take more damage for the ring, I keep forgetting. Movements, yep. Sparked, frost damage. We don't have any rerolls left, so I guess I'll grab that in case I want to send it up. Probably take that to just get it out of the way. Attack speed is great, so is base damage, but we want that for breaking stuff. That's actually not bad since we have some base damage already. I believe that is a pretty significant attack speed on it, and that will get us ready for the next evolution for it. So we're at tier 6 now. That doesn't seem that great. We're definitely looking for the multi-strike one. And then I'll probably memories that and see what else is available at that tier. So we go here, grab some attack speed for that. Oh man, that is a lot. That looks kind of cool. What does force do on that? Duration, and that's the only thing. That's okay. Yeah, I think I do like those two. Area's pretty good, so is multi-strike. We actually really need some scrolls now to get all of those level 2s. Ring is almost up. Need to take some damage. More range is actually great for breaking stuff. Effect on hits? Nah. Oh, you know what I should have done? Is I should have kept those boots in my inventory and then seen how much they gave. Okay, 10% per each debuff stack. Yep. Big damage. Yep. More debuffing. Kind of annoying keeping up the Berserker Grief's movement against bosses though. Base damage. Oh, improved Holy Relic. Every 30 seconds, so it lasts longer. 100, no, it's 100 seconds for both. Oh, on health pickup 0.5 base damage. That's insane. Holy, that's insane. We could drop that. There's 1845 left. If I grab every one of those, then that should give a similar amount of movement speed for the permanent thing, I think. So we can go like this and dual wield Holy Relics for tons of healing magic. Multi-strike is good. Ooh, range. Since it triggers every 30 seconds, if you had it at the start, then you get 60 triggers of it if you're maximizing it. So we can still get over half of that. More base crits. I just need to be very good about staying below full HP now though, and grabbing those pretty quickly. I can outrun the potions now. more range. Here we go. This is the tier 5 trait for Archer I was talking about. That's all main weapon, so I don't think there are going to be any other relevant ones. I can't remember though, but we definitely want to double this. Whee! Alright, what does that put my attack speed at with the Berserkers? They're giving 67% currently. Movement speed is 36 meters a second. 74% from the Warrior's Fervor so far. And we're probably getting the permanent damage and attack speed buffs now. Let's go more range. Oh, I can't take damage with the shield. That's kind of annoying. That's decent. How long does that last? Big damage. Probably something more interesting for that. I can't find the red things. Where are you hiding? Multi-strike is good. Yep. Don't really care too much more pickup. There's a red thing somewhere over here, but I can't see anything when I'm moving at this speed. Range. There's supposed to be one here too. More range. Trying to hit him with a holy aura while keeping up the attack speed buff from the boots is a bit rough. Let's see, relay the same damage. We don't really care about fire, I think. There's a magnet 2.1k away, but it's not getting any closer, even though I'm basically teleporting at this point. Let's see. Oh, I could get a big HP increase there if I wanted. I think that might be... No, I have 2 unlocked here. I think the other one is melee based, but we can wait a bit and see if it pops up. Wait, oh, I do have sword. I think I was supposed to take the Sorcerer's Mark, actually. Oops. I think she has more movement speed available. Although, I guess it probably isn't that big of a deal right now. I'm not really seeing anything for that. I guess we'll take some crit. We are one more for that. And there's a specific one I need, which is this one. Burst into smaller ones after a short time. So that should make it a lot better at destroying stuff far away. Yeah, I'm like moving to where the red dot is, but there's nothing here. I wonder if there's like holy light spawning inside the terrain or something, but that keeps happening for some reason. Need to take some damage somewhere. Oh man, there's 14 minutes left of this and it's only going to get worse. More range. We have a bunch of memories left and that's tier 9. Let's see what we can grab on top of that. We are all done with those. We can take another skill to buff up the gloves. No. Not sure if that has anything useful. Let's see what else there is. Don't think so. I guess Phantom Needles attack pretty quickly at least. Yeah, there's like a red thing in the terrain there. And I'm almost dying because it's so confusing. Big damage. It would reduce the duration. So I don't think I like that. Another damage. It's gotta be the holy light spawning inside of the terrain or something. It just seems to be damage. I'll do a couple more, see if we can find some attack speed or something for it. Alright, couple rerolls, anything good for it? That's useful for the needles. Just seems like we're only going to get damage for it. You know what, I actually will take this because it will allow me to be a bit safer as I'm staying low on HP to gather the potions and healing magic. It's a pretty risky playstyle and that will make it a bit less risky for me. Yeah, it seems like only damage here. I guess we will take that. Go ahead and grab our range now. Attack speed, definitely want that. We will see what else is available here. Elemental Resonator. I will send that back if I get another thing. So we probably have enough. Crit chance, that's decent. I wonder if we could get a third one here. And then some big base damage for that. How's our necklace doing now? 132%. Something tells me they might not have considered the dual-wield holy relic. Oh man. I actually want all of these. I think we will take the multi-strike and radius. And then, does it show the damage from the gloves? What are they called? Spellcaster gloves. Looks like it doesn't show that's on here. Wonder if it shows it on like one of these. %? 400% times 0.66 per active ability. Is that a divisor? It looks like a multiply. It might be a divisor, and you're supposed to only use like 1 or 2 abilities, actually. It looks like a multiplying symbol there, though. Which is why I thought it was so insane. We can grab the attack speed here now. I feel like it's going to be much better on my hand if I just like move back and forth like this. That's the same symbol on them, right? It looks like it. 50% on pickup radius. I'm going to see if there's any difference between them. So we need to look at the abilities. This one is 80%. And then this one is nothing? What? 100% damage times 1.33. We're not using the main weapon. Maybe it didn't update here. %? What? 6%? Okay, it must be a divisor on both of them then. And you're supposed to just use like one strong ability, I guess. It looks like a multiply symbol, I have no idea. More attack speed. Don't care, we have plenty of stuff to send up. If I find any extras. Oh, we might have one actually, it's showing it on the mini-map. Base damage is fine, I think it's pretty low by default since it attacks very quickly. So fast, it's actually hard to enter the holy areas now. More crit bonus. Force and range. We're probably getting kind of close to the end. I think I'm gonna round out my passive stats to buff up all of these abilities. Attack speed is nice. Base damage and multi-strike. Let's go here for extra debuffing. Oh, you can choose the upgrade with those. That's kind of cool. 15% crit for each slow stack. Do we have the stat or the slow on that? How do I see the upgrades for it? Slow on damage, so we do have that. Critical hit split into 2 projectiles. Ooh, that sounds cool. That might help us break stuff a little bit more. Man, 7.5 minutes left. How are we doing? Movement speed is 166% from just the amulets. And then attack speed from the boots is 101%. And it's not even the uncommon version, which is 50% better. Going from 1/3 to 1/2, I think. Don't care. Probably could have saved that until we had the needles ready, actually. But I might not get there if we still have a ton of passive stats to grab. Holy Relic. Oh, that makes the power-up happen every time. So I guess we can just dual wield the improved ones. guess we will go ahead and try to finish that off since there's a scroll waiting for it anyways. Only needs a couple more levels. Base damage should be pretty good. When they disappear, magic in an area for each remaining piercing. I think the other one was better, but we're getting close to the end anyways. You know, the sad part is there's no movement speed stat on those shards you get from the bosses. I think I just took like a attack speed or multi-strike or something on them. $150 million in one run. Yeah, it's honestly getting too hard to control if I don't go in a straight line. Need to take a bit more for the rings. There's our holy lights. Alright, that's just getting to be too much now. What's it look like with the full number of projectiles everywhere, I wonder? More force. Flat movements, we definitely need those. I already have that, and we could actually drop one of these as the boss comes out, and then put that on for really silly movement speed. So I can drop that and then swap that for that one, I guess. Oh yeah, how much base damage do I have from that one? Holy Relic 42. That's gotta be crazy on very low base damage attacks. Holy Relic 42. And the base is 100. So that's pretty significant for that. 50, so it's massive on that. 100, pretty big there. And we got that partway through the run too. So a lot less scaling on it. Is that thing getting further away from me? I've been moving towards it for like 5 minutes. Power-ups, easy. Okay, it's definitely getting closer now, but not that quickly considering my speed. I guess I'm not moving directly there, since I'm trying to grab all the potions and stuff as well. Can I just face tank him because this is gonna be annoying if I can't? Seems like it. Torment banner. New artifacts for the torment levels. I did not mean to go there. Then we need to see if I can send anything up over here. I guess I have one left, so... What do I want? We have that. The Holy Relic seems pretty busted. And this one gives base damage as well. Let's send that up, I think. After seeing how it performed in this run. So, final stats. The necklace was at 258%. That seems freaking insane. And then the attack speed off of the boots, we got 130%, and 100% from the necklace since that's permanently up as well. Let's see, what did the hood give me? Hood growth, 21%, not quite as impressive, but still a little bit. And we doubled some of the base movement speed things, since I figured we would have so much percent, and that was the correct play. So 60.19 movement speed per second. $103 million on the splinters, 34 on the aura, 51 on transfixion, and the needles actually did a lot considering how little time we had them. 47 million. We got several new quests completed, and that was an absolutely insane build, my god. I'll do the full items again real quick in case you're curious. We had dual wield holy relics that we picked up in the run, so it was kind of like that. Holy Relic Blessing, Hood Growth. Main thing is the Warrior's Fervor with the permanent 2% movement speed for every single potion and healing magic triggered. Both of these are classified as healing magic, and then we got a ton of potions. Berserker Boots are to scale your damage off of that. Attack speed for everything. And then I think I'm not quite understanding the upgraded gloves, and they're actually a divisor, even though it looks like a multiply symbol. So I think you were supposed to use just like 1 or 2 abilities with them for a big boost. And then we have that for a bit of healing and damage. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.